Okay.
Faith, I like that.
I do too. So now she officially has a name. Okay, so would you like to go halter of faith?
It's gonna be weird.
I still call Daisy Mama, so.
Do you?
Yeah. And Daisy fits her. It's a good name for her. Because it just kind of symbolizes her sweet.
He was so cute last night. I would walk by and he sticks his head out and just like his face and you're so cute.
He's just like,
Look at you, so cute.
yeah, he's like, where you going? What are you doing? Anything for me?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't expect any food or anything, but, you know, any love.
Now, for Tom and Pinky, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said that.
Not that I don't have to eat from you.
If you saw the video, it was literally, this was dead center. Remember when we were standing here and then I said, oh, I'm going to move this, close it a little bit because we had the gap. Well, the camera was sitting right here, nice, and then I pulled it and pulled it right. It's the worst.
Last night she kind of put her head down. Yeah. I don't know if I did it with you or not. I don't remember.
You didn't do it with food the last time I was here. Good. But actually, in the video, the last time that I watched you, you went for only one ear. And I want you to go like these three fingers are going to go between both ears, so the thumb and the pinky drop it over each ear. So you act, and you saw, like if you watched the video, you saw you go throw it over one ear. That's why you only hooked one ear. So just go like plain and go between the ears. You'll be able to get it over, because the smoother you could do it while she's learning, the better. But that was good. How many holes do we have? Can we make that tighter? We don't have to make it tighter today, but nope, can't do any tighter, huh? No. Okay, so let's see what you've been doing.
Well, she still walks like a new puppy dog.
Yep, the sooner you tell her where she should be, the sooner she'll learn where she should be. So ask her to kind of get up there where at least her head is past your shoulder, so that she's staying with you, where you can at least see what her eye, her ears, her nose, her mouth, all those things are doing. Because she's clearly very unfocused right now. So when you turn, I'm going to have you turn towards her. You're going to make her cross over to her right. Because if you turn her the other way, she's so focused in that direction that you could potentially get her to run you over. You're better off turning her towards her focus. Yes. Good, right there. Now just walk like, so as soon as she took those couple strides, those were perfect position, perfect strides. If you had just walked like you have some place to go, she might have picked that up. But instead you went right back to that caution. I want you to be cautious, but your caution seems not cat in the tall grass, but cat thinking about getting in the tall grass. You know what I mean? It's just it's a slight caution that could slightly be perceived as something she should be worried about. There. Yep. Good. Good. Give her lots of rubs. It's nice she's not mouthy yet. Yeah, I haven't seen her really kind of go through you guys yet, where Dewey's a little mouthy. Can't remember where he bit me, but somewhere.
Oh, that one time.
Yeah, it's the only time he ever bit me, but, and it was, it wasn't mean, it was just figuring, just trying it out out for size. Okay, so go do that again. Yep. And just try to get her in that position without so much waiting for her. Just kind of ask her to kind of come with you. Yep. There you go. Yep, good. Now your walking got real nice there. Good. Turn back towards the driveway. Good. Yep, ask her to catch up. You're going to ask her to catch up. You're not going to change much about you. You're going to ask her to catch up to you. So just put your hand forward, give her a little kiss forward. We're not going to throw energy like we would with the other horses because we don't know what she'll do to that energy. Yep, she has to poop. Now you have an obstacle. She might even walk better now. She might be feeling a little lagging. Good. Okay, so this time you're gonna walk there and you're gonna stop. You're gonna hoe 2 times coming back. And your goal is, how you're standing right now, your goal is to get her to walk with you like that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna wiggle if she gets ahead of you, which I don't think you're gonna have that issue yet. And you're going to nag at her to catch up. Okay? And when she gets where she is right now, you're gonna just walk like you guys are planning on just hanging out for the day. Okay? But she has to feel the difference. She has to feel nag, and then left alone. Because she won't find that sweet spot if it's not really a very specific quiet space.
And the nag is just gonna be.
Lead forward, kiss. Keep your hand forward until she gets there. Kiss.
It's okay to pull.
Yep. So you're gonna
That's what I
lead
know.
forward, and don't change that until she gets to where she needs to be. And then you're gonna lower your hand gracefully. You're not gonna drop your hand, okay? Because that could cause either a wiggle or even more of an abrupt kind of slam on her nose. Tell her back. Good. Remember, we can't leave words out. Okay, go for your walk.
2 stops on my way back.
2 stops on your way back. You're not going to stop on the way out because we're having a hard time getting her to find a pace on the way out. Good, and then when you can, gracefully let her have peace in there. Nag. There. Good. So you're going to lead forward before you start to leave. You're going to put your hand forward before you leave to let her know that we're going to go, and then you're going to take a step like a second later. So put your hand out, kiss, start walking. And then bug her until she gets to where she needs to be. Right there. Now hoe, because we don't want to hoe Good girl. Oh, she's like, I'll scratch your back. It's nice that she's really not showing any signs of wanting to be nippy. Girl. Good girl. Yes. I love you. I love you. People are nice. Okay. Let me
Okay.
in.
Back. Back. Back.
Actually, I could, except for this
Back.
pin. I'm gonna actually let you do this in the aisle, and the reason is gonna work on a few things. It's gonna work on being able to tell her to leave, it's gonna work on giving her a sense of direction, and it's also gonna work on squeeze type things. So. You're just gonna send her through. We're not gonna worry about where we back them through. We're just gonna send her through, and then you're gonna try to guide her. So instead of sending her all the way through, but you're gonna make her think that. You're gonna send her to your truck, basically, and make her think that. And then you're gonna try to guide her around this cone back to you. We're gonna do one at a time. And the reason I'm gonna do it in here and not in an open space is because I want her to get also very comfortable with things where you're making her go against a railing, because that'll help her with trailering, you know, where she feels like she's not threatened by it. And then we'll do both sides. And you're gonna stand here. You can do a lot more supporting. I don't want to say micromanaging, but you can do a lot more supporting than you normally would, than I would normally want you to. So you'll stand next to her. You're gonna point at your truck. You're gonna kiss for her to go. She's gonna go without you. You're gonna gently, when she hits the end of the line, you're gonna kind of like plan for her to hit the end of the line. Oh, say, rub me again. That felt really good. Rub me again. That felt really good. Okay. And then so you can, when you send her, you can plan on how much line you're gonna give her, or you can reel in the line, okay? And then you're gonna gently, so she should believe you're sending her this way, so you're gonna gently catch her, because we don't wanna snap her on the nose. So you're gonna gently catch her and try to guide her around. So it's basically the figure eight, but we're gonna do one side at a time without the backup part. Good. Okay, just getting out of the way. Okay. So your leading hand is the one that's going to have the rope. You're going to point with the rope, yep. Then you're going to support her shoulder. So you can take tension on the line to keep her focusing forward. Yep, yep. She does not know go. Remember, we haven't taught her any of this, so we have to make sure that we don't make her wrong for just trying to get closer to you. All she's trying to do is figure out what there. Leave her alone. Good. Good. Good, and bring her back to you. Good, and hold. Give her a rub. Okay, we're going to do that side again one more time. Good. 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 Draw, draw, draw. Good, and ho. Good, give her a rub. Now we're gonna do the other side. Different eye, different horse, or just remember she doesn't know anything on this side of her. Send her to the truck. Good. Just let her take it. So good. I'm glad you did that because you caught yourself. You're about to just drop it. Good. 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 Draw. 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 Good. Good. Okay, do that side one more time. And we're gonna put them together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't forget your kiss. Make her think to your truck. Don't change anything now. Once you pointed there, don't change anything until she's going. Good. Draw, 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 draw. Draw her to you. And ho. Good. Give her a rub. So now, do you think you could put those two together?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want both one after the other?
Yep.
Or you,
Yep.
or when she comes around?
When she comes,
Figure eight. I
figure
guess.
8, yeah. If not, then take your pause and then do the other one. The goal is to see if we can do it fluently. Okay. Okay.
She moves pretty slow. Oh my. I'm thinking I got that in this like this. Back. Back.
Tap her in the chest.
Back. Back.
Good. Good. That was a beautiful here. Did you notice she understood that? Back to the truck. Support the shoulder. Good. Good. And ho. Good. Okay, how far down her legs have you been able to pet? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start at the shoulder and we're going to scratch down as close to the knee, like we're going to go slowly, but we're going to try to get as close to the knee as possible. Okay, back up. So what we're going to do, when I meant back up, I'm sorry, you should have
Oh.
scratched back up. So
Oh,
go down, we're going to
okay.
basically approach and retreat down her leg. We're going to see if we can't get handling her, at least her front feet today. Oh, she likes that good, so. Good. Now, go ahead and walk away for a second, because it looks also I might want to leave, so we just want to make sure that we're watching what she means by it. Hi. Hi. Okay. So, try the other leg. Different horse, different eye, different leg, the whole 9 yards. You may not be comfortable with you touching that leg. Seem more like a groom back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you can just block her. Okay. So now I'm going to have you see if you can get below the knee on this side. Aw. She can poke the bottom. Watch her face. Just keep an eye on her face so you know what she's thinking. So this time what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you touch her chestnut. I'm gonna have you touch it with 2 fingers. And the reason for that is because I'm gonna eventually ask you to pinch it. And when you pinch it, it's to get her to pick her foot up on cue. Alright.
Just touch it now.
Just touch it now and let's see what she thinks of you but touching the inside of her leg. 'Cause the inside of her leg's probably very itchy as well. Good. Good. So there's a little concern there. So what we're going to change it up for a second, and we're going to ask her to cross her front feet over by physical touch. See if we can't get her to cross her front feet over towards me by touching her on her shoulder and her cheek. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. Good. Hi. That's forward. Nope, nope, nope. Don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. Nope, nope. Don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. Nope, nope, nope. And yes. Oh. Don't pull back.
Sorry.
Because if we're telling her to go that
Yeah.
way, we can't let her
Yes,
think
yeah.
that it's a go, don't go
Yeah,
kind of deal.
Exactly.
So it's tempting because you were thinking only one step, so you were thinking, but don't go, but she has to believe she
Let
can.
her finish
She has
her
to
own
believe she
way.
can escape
Let's-
if she has to.
Okay.
Okay? So,
Oh my god, I'm like, what?
okay, so if we ask her to do this, right? If she felt she needed to take more than one step, we can let her. Good. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do both directions again.
Is that?
No, I was forward. That's good. She can cross behind her front foot
Okay.
too. She can, you know, it's just a cross. Whether she crosses behind her in front, that's fine. Okay, do this one. To this direction. There you go, good. Good. I know. I made you very interested in me all of a sudden, huh? I know. Very interesting. Okay, now we're going to do the hind end. That's a little trickier with the little babies. So we're going to make sure that we're very protected by our holding her head. Okay? So you're going to touch her. How far back? You can touch her everywhere, right? So you're going to touch her right about here, and you're going to tip her nose. So you're going to ask her to step over her hind end, just like that, and then you're going to leave her alone. Okay? I know, right? That was crazy. Stay with it. Stay with it. Good.
Is that good?
Yep, yep, good. Leave her alone, leave her alone. You're going to let go.
I know it's a
Okay, so there's a lick and chew, but I don't know that was a
There is.
positive lick and chew.
little late. Oh, great.
Because I think you had to hang, you kind of hung onto her face when you
Yeah.
you should have let go of her. Okay, so make sure you let go of her. Once she takes that step, let go. Not only from pushing on her, which I don't want you to push,
Right.
from asking her to step over with the hand that's guiding her, but the hand that's holding her head tilted, also release there too.
So should I do this side again?
Yep. So rubber down her side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Rubber. Good, and quick. Good. Rubber first. So rubber first so that she knows that you're, so we don't want her to guess. We don't want her to anticipate. If she starts seeing you coming like this, she's going to perceive that as what we're going to want to do next is the rhythmic. So we want to make sure that she believes that she has to respond to the physical touch of asking to move. But if you automatically just come in there and just touch her, she's going to start to see this is what happens first, and she's going to move before you actually get a chance to touch her. And we all think that, oh, she did it, yeah, I didn't even have to touch her. But no, we wanted to touch her, okay? So go ahead and ask her to, so I rub first to say, oh, just here, rub you, and then I'll say, and now I'd like you to step. Okay, so just change your rub into an ask. So first, go down there and rub her on her side. I'm just gonna scratch my butt on the wall. And I would probably keep the rope all in one hand because I think it's possible that she's seeing the rope kind of dangling and bouncing around as you're coming down the side of her. So for right now, let's just keep everything kind of where she's not having to guess what things mean. You could ask her to come all the way over here if you want, just so you have more room to do that.
So you want me to try to do it when she doesn't back up?
Yeah, if you haven't asked for it, then it's okay, but if you start to ask for it and she backs up, you gotta go with her. So, if you haven't
Just
asked,
try rubber now.
yeah, there you go. Good girl, even though you didn't really ask for that, still, she did the movement. And breathe, still standing here. Good girl.
Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Other side again?
We'll do this side one more step. And stop. Make sure you let go of the face fast. Okay, do this the other side now. There. Good girl. So, I'm going to have you hold the lead rope instead of her halter, and only because it seems to be a lot in her face, right? I don't know,
Now I
it's
feel
making
like
me feel that
Now I
way.
feel like I'm gonna mess it up.
No, it's just making me feel like you kind of have a claw on her face.
Okay.
So we're just going to do it with the lead rope so it feels a little bit less grabby on her face. And I'm not saying that you're grabbing, it just, there's a lot, it just seems like there's a lot in her face. Good. Good girl. Okay, so now go back to touching her front legs. Okay, see if you can't touch her chestnut. Chicks have to sleep on this side.
No. Yeah.
You're Sleepy? Okay, we'll do the other leg. Wow, she responded to your look. Did you see how she responded? The way when you looked at her like that, like you're worried about what the look on your face she actually responded to. It's kind of funny. Well, she responded in a, oh shit, look. Like she looked away. Okay. So that's what I'm going to have you do. You're just going to go rubber. You're going to grab her chestnut. You're not going to pinch it hard or anything. You're just going to kind of press your fingers close. When she picks up her foot, you're going to walk away.
Can I start with this side?
Whichever side does it.
Actually, I'm gonna walk away. I should start with this
Mhm.
side. What are you doing?
Good.
Is that late? Is that the late?
Nope, nope.
Okay.
But I'm going to say do it as if, you're fine, you're fine. Do it as if you're going to be planning on picking her feet. So you're going to be facing her rump,
Right. Yeah.
okay, like you're planning on picking her feet. Good. Okay, so your choice is take her for a walk or let her loose. Those are your choices right now. 'Cause we want to end on that for a second. We can get back with her, but we have to give her a minute. Otherwise she'll time out on us. If she wants to stay with us, that's fine. But you want me to do that again? Come here. Come here, you can ask me. So see if she asked me to do that again. She asked me to pet her, so she rubbed her nose on my arm. Aren't they cool? Just nudge on the arm. She's doing a very deliberate touch. So what you can do is you can say, well, that I don't want you to touch me everywhere. I want you to touch me where it's worked. So where has it worked? My forearm. She wants to touch me back on my forearm. That's where it's worked. So you can teach her what part of you, like Tyson taps you on the shoulder, Ritz grabs you over your back, Katie shows you her feet, you know. You can teach them, you can say, you can have your own voice, you can ask the way you want to ask, but let's not make it broad conversation. You can be specific about where you want. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Itchy, itchy, itchy. How about you? Yeah, so now the trick is going to be is to have those conversations. So instead of, coming in and loving all over her until she's saturated, right? You'll have these conversations with her. You'll scratch. This is in, that's what's in it.
And then you walk away.
Well, Casey Naughty Nose there, huh? Well, I mean, there's a lot of people to choose from, so if we left Ashlyn alone, I'm sure she would. There you go. Good. Now walk away and see if she comes with you. Don't walk far. Just go to there. Right there's fine. No, I'm gonna go away. We're just gonna keep walking away until she picks the right person to ask. She might play with the cards. The Jolly Ball. Or but it's just. Oh no, but it's just like, what did he think? She's trying to break out? Oh. Yeah, babies have itchy butts. So we're gonna keep leaving so she can choose Ashley. Then walk away, but don't go far and don't go near anyone else. Like right there is good. Right there is good. Yep, so now we're going to be picky about where she tells us. So pick a spot on you want her to tell. Like, you guys discuss, like, not the boob for sure. Okay, walk away. And then decide where you want this communication. Okay. There. And then just protect yourself from, just kind of keep your hand ready to just keep your nose away from it. There you go. Good. Okay, walk away. Good. Okay, walk like you're going to go into the barn. Go ahead, stop. You can, just so you know where she is. Wait till she touches you where you want her to touch you. And you can protect yourself if she thinks to bite you there. Protect yourself. Good. Okay. Go ahead, walk towards me. See if she comes with you. This time be very specific. You want her to touch you below the elbow, between the wrist and the elbow only. And do not scratch her until she does. And don't walk away either. You're just going to protect yourself from her touching you all the other places if you think she's getting a little too naughty with her nose. And then when she touches you where you want, you're going to rub her to let her know that was the right answer. Nope, push her away. That's my alarm going off. She's just trying to figure out why this isn't working this time. Definitely not the boob. So you want to be more protective of that space, because when they do bite, they can bite quite quickly. There. Yeah, and then you can even just kind of keep your hand so, yep. Good. Good, and then walk away. Go towards the barn. Go ahead and stop. I'm going to say with her, why don't we have her, we're going to actually reach out our hand and have her touch the top of our back of our hand. The reason I'm going to have her do that is because she's thinking she's supposed to get closer and closer to you. So put it out there for her to touch the top of your hand and then scratch her as a result of that. Okay, go ahead and walk away. She's the one that said, yes, I'll tap you, but let's tell her where we want to be tapped now. Yes, there, scratch her. Does not matter what hand, whatever hand you offer her. Yeah. Well, what, like this? Either or? Yeah, yep. Good. So then you can do it to where you're like, you can put your hand right here and just deliberately wait for her to come touch your hand. Okay, so we're going to do, our scratches are going to be a little less, not as long. Good. Go ahead and stop. Offer her your fist. Let her touch the back of your hand. She touches the back of your hand. Good. So what you'll do is you'll put your hand just kind of out and let her, boom, good. Okay. So go ahead and walk away, and then like you're just going to stretch out your hand. And when you stop, you're going to stretch out your hand and let her, boom. Yeah, she'll crash it. Like, so we'll try to get her to where she understands she's supposed to stop and touch your hand. So go ahead. Nope. Just timing out a little bit. It's okay. So that's the kind of stuff. So what I would do is I would try to kind of stop and offer her my hand before I let her get that close to me, because you're almost not able to offer her your hand. You let her get too close too soon. So I would try to either walk far enough away and then present my hand kind of between me and her as she's approaching. Let her touch your hand and then step in and scratch her so she knows touched your hand. If you kind of wait till she's all up in here, which, you know, we haven't taught it to her yet, let's just say that. Because if you wait till she's all up in here and she's just kind of mugging you, she hasn't figured out there's to touch you. But I think if you were to invite her to you and then put your hand out there and she touches the back of your hand, then you can step in and scratch her. She'll understand that she did something to ask. She chose the tapping you part. So that's her ask. So she knows what she's asking for by doing that. We're just telling her where to ask. What do you think? So she timed out on us, but she timed out on us having followed you around quite a bit, having done a bunch of different things. I don't push them when they officially time out on us. I don't go in there and go, well, you're not done yet, you know. And I don't think she ended on a bad note, and she didn't like run away from you. And if she comes back to you, all the better. But I wouldn't say, oh, good, now we're back into it. You know what I mean? Like, I would just let coming back in.
sweaty. How about you? Good, good, perfect. Yep, there, and that's perfect with your hand. Because before it was kind of more like you were like brushing her away. This way you're just kind of laying your hand here and you're putting a little love there too, but you're protecting yourself. And if she were to get sassy or kind of wrestle with you, then you say, well, then I'm not going to pet you at all, and you leave. You make it like unacceptable.